No, we're not back at the 62 Nats, although, yeah, sometime I wish I could go back and relive that Nats. Hey, but here's one of the points. I'm in the shop today, and I'm trying to finalize all my plans for the new Spitfire. And I always feel like, as long as I'm going to be coming up with ideas, thinking of ideas, looking at magazines, whatever, a good source of that information is always the appearance judging from all the old tapes. And certainly we've got it going back to 87. I put a couple of composite tapes together showing the appearance judging. The other thing neat is just to look at some of the people. Some of these people we only get to see once a year, of course. Some of them we only get to see, like Brian and Jeff from Australia, not that often at all. But anyway, looking at the old footage, it always gives me some inspiration, something, hey, something to get ready, get motivated, get moving. Anyway, another thing that the people that I've sent these tapes out to, these ones that have all the appearance judging on them, where it's handy is if you're building a new plane, and this is the time of year we're all planning on building a new plane, you say, gee, I like that trim job. Gee, I like that. Red and white looks good together. Oh, that looks great. Something else looks good. I like that cockpit. I like that rudder shape. There's a lot of things you can get off of these old tapes. And you go, in a typical magazine, you can get 4 or 5 pictures. A lot of times they're not really inspirational. You can't really see the color. But some of these old tapes, and the older they get, oh my, here's Jerry Phelps' plane, a beautifully made plane. Some of these things now, some of these planes aren't even with us anymore, but they're preserved forever. And that's, I guess, one of the key parts of having a nice library full of videos. Anytime you want, you can just pull them off the wall, check it out. Anyway, off to the shop. Now, another thing, this time of year, again, we're always trying to finalize what our next project is going to be and all the details of it. One of the things I've been just overwhelmed by is how many people have been successful using parts that have come off of this mold. I guess we've used this mold about, 25 or 30 times already. And every time I use it, I just think of somewhere in the world there's a balsa tree that's been saved from extinction. It's a I don't know how to explain the feeling, but I know that for real, we're not wasting a lot of the world's good wood by doing this. Now this one is going to David Lovegren in Canada, and he's making up a Cardinal kit. He wanted a molded top block. Of course, we can accommodate that in a minute. Make him up a glass cowling and a bunch of other parts. Probably save him a lot of work just not having to carve these blocks. And this is the kind of technology I want to try to get even to the next level. Like I said on the last video, kick it up a notch. I want to try to get even better techniques for doing this stuff. That there's so many people doing this now. I would just be willing to bet it takes 2 ounces of resin to make a fiberglass cowl, and I've already gone through 1 gallon and a quart of material. So you can figure that out. That's probably 50 or 60 cowlings that have been made. These molded parts, we've gone through two quart jars of ammonia in the last year. Again, this is the part of it that if you didn't figure out about that wire on there and that line, and then the little fitting of the top block, somebody basically has just saved about 3 days of their life. Look at the weight. Anyway, this is going up to Dave, and I hope we'll get some pictures of his Cardinal with this block installed. Just got a letter back from this company, Fiberglass. Now, I'll show their catalog in a minute. It's a real neat thing. And what they do is they ask you to send pictures in to use them, if you've used their products, to show some of the hobbyist products that they make. By the way, this is a good tip. That's why I'm putting this on the tape. You take your ace bandages, especially if you're using the ones that they have the self-stick feature. Don't leave them rolled up in a ball. Leave them rolled up in a nice little roll like this. They seem to not get these wrinkles that leave marks in the wood, so I've tried to be meticulous about this. But this is the new fiberglass. This is a really expanded catalog. I see they have 97, 98. They do come out with new catalogs on a regular basis, though. At least I've seen several of them. Now, The reason this is unique is they've just added to their product line, I mean, all kinds of stuff. Now there's not only, and I would suggest anybody that's really into this molding for fiberglass, here's some basic things, basic molding tapes. We've seen all of these. In fact, some of these we got our basic, if you go back in the old tape series, you'll see some of the basics. Now they used to only handle polyester resin. This is what I wanted to show. They have all over the place. They have people that show their little projects that they've made. Well, you know what? In the new catalog, they've asked for my permission to use SeaFire pictures of some of the component parts we made. Here's a dragster. But some of the stuff that they have here, mold building materials, some of this stuff is all new. Now, a couple of things that just went through my mind here. I was looking at the catalog, and I don't really like to watch a lot of TV. I see enough TV during the day. So I sat down with this last night. Some of these mold polishing compounds, I'm going to be ordering some of these things just to try them. Again, these are just the things. They compared all the epoxy resins, and I have most of these in stock. Safety Epoxy, Easy Epoxy, RAE. I have all these in stock, and this new System 2000 that they have, and the good news is, not only that, but it's kind of, they say anyway, it's user friendly, and it has a variable pot life, and the pot life can be as much as 60 minutes, which would be real nice, say, for making up nobler cowlings. Anyway, the catalogs, you can usually talk them into sending you one for free, or maybe they sell them for $1. They keep sending me catalogs because I keep buying stuff. I guess if you buy $1,000 worth of stuff a year, you get free catalogs. Anyway, they do have the chopped veil. This is the product that we're going to be trying real soon. This is style 7781 E-glass. It's a real high woven military spec, and I want to try that on the nobler cowlings. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of stuff, and like anything else, you got to do your homework. If you want to learn this stuff, they sell all kind of Kevlar. The catalog, you should always have a little inventory, a little library of things. Here's some more projects people have made. But again, and the biggest thing is you always get ideas. This vacuum bagging. I know Jeff Stiefel has done some of that. Anyway, we hope they'll use the pictures we sent. I sent some nice pictures. Just some of the people that have gotten their things published and printed, and guys making spoilers and who knows what else. Anyway, it's an excellent book. It's excellent reading. We also got some PVA from them. Anyway, name of the company, Fiberglass Development Corporation, 95 Mosier Parkway, Brookville, Ohio. Here's their 800 number. Give them a call. See if they'll send you a catalog. It's a good thing to have. And they also have now some new material I've never even had any, is vinyl ester, which is in between an epoxy and a polyester. So we'll be working with a lot of this stuff in the future. We'll be working with a lot of molded balls. So what we're trying to do on the new plane is, just like I said before, kick this up a notch into a new higher level and make it, most of all, make it more scale. Now this is one of the things, this came from Jerry Byers. Jerry, of course, won the Mass Cup, the Mitch Lilly Cup. This is Micro Mark, Berkeley Heights, New Jersey. The phone number is 908-464-6764. The idea here is that you could run these things through a copying machine, and you could get this information direct from them. Shows you how to make some things. Now what happened is, and this is the reason I'm putting this on a tape, Jerry, of course, and we got this on one of the videos, he cut out some numbers here, glued them to the decal material, went through this whole thing. The only problem is this material here, it looks like a material. It's not impervious to lacquer thinners. So what happens is when you spray to clear, it kind of melts. Now the only way I found, and I did a little spray test of my own to see what actually was happening, if my suspicions were correct, and I think they were, that if you spray the first coat on super dry, and I mean spot repair thinner, about 15 pounds a square inch, and just turn it into just a bunch of overspray, a bunch of orange peel, what's going to happen, you'll build a little barrier coat in between. They also make some material that I have never seen on the market, but I know they make it. I haven't seen it because I don't shop in hobby shop. That's like a decal proofer. I don't have any here, but that would probably work. But the point is, if you're going to use some of this material, you just can't run off and spray clear on it. It's really not compatible with the clear, so beware. And if you need any more information, give Jerry Byers a little call. I hope he's going to write this up for Stunt News for us. Now, you know my habit, and it's probably a good habit, because I don't like to run off until I've used something for a while. Well, Ken and I have almost built the whole Nobler with one box of these blades, and I really think the first off, the handle of the knife is very comfortable. This is really another product that I'm going to be using in the future, and we're going to look at, now see, I just thought of this. I was getting ready to cut some fiberglass, and I was thinking, boy, if we could only get somebody to send us the biggest one of these cutting mats in the world. Well, I know George has one. What I want to do though, I want to try it. These are called self-healing mats. You cut and it heals back up. It would be a lot neater than cutting newspaper. Again, this is the time of year when I get excited about building. Building season's going to start in less than a week, and I try to make sure I have a couple hundred blades. I don't want to start with only having 2 or 3 blades, or I have all dull stuff. Make sure that in the course of a summer, usually 2 or 3 of my prized little tools develop little feet and they walk into somebody else's toolbox. Well, we can live with that. It's not the end of the world, but right now we're going to be putting in an order for some of this knives, blades, tools, try to get set up for the new building season. And these are excellent products, by the way. This is not, especially this handle, I love the fact that it's nice and soft. Anyway, we'll be using more of these, and they have a really big selection. Again, you want to get a catalog. That's the whole deal. Get a catalog. You can get these things direct from John Brodak, or you can call XL toll-free, 1-800-228-4344. Anyway, it's just another thing that'll make your model building a lot more fun. Now, Noel Drindak always knows how to get my my appetite going here on Lionel Trains. He bought me a 1998 catalog. Just wanted to show one thing. The way this catalog is, I thought this was really unique. This is an Angela Trosha painting, and they combined it with some real life. Kind of a neat thing, but anyway, this is a real nice calendar. It came from Noel Drindak. If you like Lionel Trains, and of course I do, this is one of the things. Noel knows how to bribe me, that's for sure. But he also sent some cool stuff. And we are going to be considering, now I know in the past I haven't really given this as much consideration as I should. I always wanted to have other people do all the homework. He sent me up some of these are the heavy duty ball links, and I don't know exactly when or how or even if I'm going to be able to use these. And these are titanium. They're little reverse thread titanium parts so that you can expand or shrink a push rod. Now, I looked at these and I'm not sure I know how I can use them, but I'd like to have them in inventory, and Noel was nice enough to send them down. And needless to say, he sent the whole catalog here, and I keep emphasizing over and over about how important catalogs are. Catalogs for everything. Anyway, Noel, appreciate it a whole lot. This is going to be something that we consider for the new project, maybe find a use for it, and if we don't, it won't be because we didn't consider it. Thanks a whole lot, especially for the Lionel catalog. Boy, Noel, if you only knew. Soon as the weather starts getting cool, I start getting itchy to go play with the Lionel Trains. Thanks a lot. What a beautiful beautiful day. We've got some of this footage on the tape before, but it's really turning out to be a nice day. Needless to say, you know, it's the last contest of the year. Usually this is where everybody comes out, and this is our last time to hug and kiss before we put ourselves into the dungeons of building for the year. We're already in the dungeon. Here they have a fantastic turnout here in fun scale. Just fantastic. And of course we're going to get a demo flight here of the world's biggest flight streak. It is unbelievable.
Until you hit that wires. It's not basically close, basically. All the wire goes down. I don't know. Well, right now the wire's down.
Planning strategy for flying the big flight streak here. The whole flight team. I heard you're so tired. You're going to have an alternate pilot today. Is that true?
Ted, I think likes them muscles, Ted. This is the cohort in building the flight streak right here. Mainly it was his idea to build that airplane.
Did he pronounce it?
Have you ever flown it yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, who crashed it, him or you? Honesty in advertising. Brian Kiefer's going to fly it for you. If you guys both get wimpy, no problem.
Drag him into the trees.
We use it.
Even I'd pay to see that.
Yeah? Oh no. Don't even.
Just Palco, you look like a candidate for Pilot of the Big Flight Streak Award.
Yes.
How much you weigh? About 110?
130.
Whoa! Whoa!
The plane weighs 110. Yeah, you got it right.
Well, they buried the pull test scale on it. They pulled it till it stopped. Our arms will give out long before that belt cranking system will. But it first day with a 2-barrel carburetor.
I'm impressed already. Is this like the national record holder deal or what?
No, not even close. It flew in 1988 the last time. Took a third of the next. New engine, new carburetor, 2-stage, 2-barrel, progressive linkage. I don't think it's been done before.
Pretty. Well, if it hasn't been done already, I'd probably really like it.
You know, let you even take a look inside.
There's a lot of hardware in there. Wow. How the hell do you make that work?
I don't know. If you go in from this corner here, you might be able to see something.
Geez!
See the 2 Perry setup? The Perry barrels, Perry low speed and high speed stuff. I made the carburetor body. It's a progressive 2-barrel with Lincoln.
Wow.
1/4-inch Venturi for low speed and 3/8 for the 3/8 flops open after about 3/4 flop.
So it really is like a two-bladed,
It's a 2-stage 2-barrel.
It's a nice wing. Nice I-beam kind of wing.
Yeah, this was back in the middle 1980s. We were trying to thick airfoil, so this is 25% thick. There's a main spar.
Looks like a Pattern Master airfoil there. That's wild.
It's full symmetrical. Just straight up 25% of the cord.
Has my full undivided attention. I can't wait to get this on a flying episode.
I hope it flies. We have flaps.
Yeah. It has to. It's the law.
It has enough horsepower. It should get
Boy, it's more power than a PA-61. I love the exhaust pipe. That would look great on a stunt ship. Nice and quiet, too.
Yeah, you like that? I have the...
All these bozos arguing who's the quietest. That'll set the record straight.
problems.
You can't get it to idle?
When I come off the slow speed, it conks out. And I've been adjusting the...
Yeah. You got air bubbles in the fuel line. Can't you see the air bubbles?
Yes, I see.
That's what's making it shut off. Get rid of the air. Make the tank mounted solider.
Okay.
You got everything running like a greased pig back here, Mike, or what? Carry your record. You can't even hear me. Steam train lover.
What?
What? Stick a pig in the ass with a knife. What? Biggest entry on Carrier I've ever seen.
Wow.
There's even a SeaFire over there. It's like the world's record of an entry fee here in Carrier. I never seen this many planes. Got like 25 planes here, and there's some that aren't even here. They're out there running them in the woods. Pretty big entry. Beautiful day. With 2-barrel carburetors, 4-barrel carburetors, fuel injection. This event has really gotten really high-tech stuff. 2-barrel carburetors. You have anything like that, Mike?
That's a Tiger 34. It's stock Tiger 34.
This is your 34?
No, this is Frank Ecabellis' airplane.
Wow.
Got a Tiger 34. With a high-speed needle and a low-speed setting.
Right. Nice wheels, nice tires, scale-like tires.
It's a helicopter motor. They go like the devil.
Yeah.
ABC. $89. It's a very affordable event. Unless you want to try to win.
Yeah, fuel funny cars an affordable event unless you want to win. Little Sea Fury, is that your old Sea Fury?
That's my Sea Fury. Fashioned after a consolidated Hawker Typhoon kit, and just changed a few things and got it to look like a Sea Fury. George Gatos had the Typhoon.
I remember when you first built that. I remember you had it down my cellar.
We did the lines in your driveway in Little Ferry.
Exactly.
And Niebuhr I had helping me, and of course Niebuhr's not a 3-line specialist.
And Niebuhr's not a 1-line specialist.
And it was like I was really in trouble until Damerel showed up and fixed it. We chased Niebuhr.
Take him out to lunch.
Windy?
And new plug, if you have air bubbles, is going to be a problem. Air bubbles, no matter what event you fly, air bubbles are bad.
Well, it's good now.
If you had it in your car, in one of your antique cars, it'd be a problem.
Oh, I know, but now it seems to be, what I'm trying to do now is get the setting here.
Well, you're an expert. You'll have it within a week. No problem. So far.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Got to open it up a little bit more.
Well, I teach you everything I know. It'll take 5 minutes. It'll all fit on one tape.
It'll all fit on one tape? I wonder how long.
A nasty sounding motor here. I think we're at the end of the practice flights here. Dan's got the last of the practice flights, and we should be rocking and ready. Boy, that is the lowest idle I've ever seen. Amazing. Is that Knight singing? The All Night Chorus. Lampion singing to us. Old Man River, he don't plant cotton. Bobby, get a clue. This is a playing contest, not a bar. Unbelievable. Bobby, you're okay. I don't care what Steve DeJulia says about you.
That action.
I thought, yeah, I saw a paper towel. I thought somebody's underwear went into the prop. You're a dangerous guy.
I didn't need the engine running anymore anyway.
I don't have a brain between the two of them here. No. One guy's letting paper towels go, the other guy's tuning his needle valve with rubber gloves on.
Yeah,
Jesus. I'll tell you. Well, you'll always have a job as long as the circus is in town.
It looks like maniac.
Yeah, why don't you just get one of those hats with a ball on the end like my grandmother used to sleep in? One of those babushkas. Rest up, yeah, rest our soul in peace.
He looks like this one of those twisted proctologists.
They ought to have a special award for this guy. What are you giving, hemorrhoid operations on the field?
I'm the doctor of carburation.
Oh, God. Sabatino, you better not stand too next to him, not too close.
You need help, Sabatino?
Real men don't wear rubber gloves, let me tell you something.
Well, they just wear rubbers, is that what you
Forget it. One shot to make it to the shop. Wheel came off, yeah, you're right. What's the deal? The planes don't have to be scale? They can be like anything or what? Yeah, he was some kind of guy, no doubt about that. It's ironic that, you know, that you showed up today.
Yeah, well, I was here when Carl mentioned that you were flying.
Boy, if you have any information,
I'm trying to find out.
I mean dates, times, places, I don't have any of that information. I'd have to make a lot of it up, you know. Not that it would really matter. I think most people know he was a pretty legendary guy.
I'll see what I can dig up.
His stuff is still around. George Gatis refinished his Bolt and Fall Defiant, and it's in absolutely mint condition. I wish I could get some pictures of it.
You have some of his planes?
I gave everything away. I gave one to, you know, like 10 different people. I gave each one of them a plane.
I remember the Nobler. He used to fly a Nobler, didn't he?
He had a Thunderbird, a Valkyrie, a Crusader. Geez, maybe 4 or 5 planes I don't need. The Bolt and Fall Defiant. He had 3 or 4 Valkyries that were, each one was a little different. It really works of art. Beautiful. Larry Scarinzy would know. because they were real close at that time.
You remember a gal back then, a young gal whose father was a champion who, I think her name was
Dawn
Dawn?
Cosmillo, yeah. She lives out in Long Island. She's married to a cop.
Really?
Yeah. Well, as far as we know, anyway. Yeah, their whole family was involved in modeling, the whole Cosmillo.
That year was she was cleaning up.
Yeah, she's a good flyer. Nice person, too, real nice. Billy Suarez is still around. Andy Lee is still around. Mike Rogers. Some of the guys that go back into the 50s.
Did you stay with it over the years, or did you drop out in some?
I was out for about 7 years racing motorcycles until I got so beat up I just couldn't take it anymore.
You were racing motorcycles?
Yeah.
Where? Jersey?
The Amateur Association, AAMRR, road racing. Because even at the amateur level, it's really expensive. I mean, it's a fortune.
You were out in New York back then, weren't you?
Yep.
Now you're in Jersey?
I'm in Rutherford right now.
Okay, yeah.
Right by Giant Stadium, near Giant Stadium. In fact, it'll probably be a pain in the ass getting home today because the Jets are playing there today. And the Jet Miami game will be over just about the time this is over. It'll be a real problem. Anyway, Mike, I'm recording your flight for you. I hope you do well today. Former president, circle burner president, Mike Costello. This is a plane that he did some work on at my house. Cut lines, I don't know. We did a lot of stuff. All right. All right, Mike. Yo! On video. Carrier King. At some of the racks, George has been thinking about modifying his truck so he can get more than one plane in there now that he has big tsunami cranking along. Some nice ideas on how to make some racks. Misbehaving?
No, she's assistant manager.
Assistant? You should be the manager.
Actually, she is.
You know what you do? Be like Rich Peabody. One for the club, one in your pocket. One for the club. Then at the end of the day, you take two for yourself, one for the club.
I thought it was one for the club and two for Nick.
Yeah, well, that's how Rich runs the club. Eric, in fact, you could take the whole thing and say you saw Mike Rogers walk out with the kitty. Blame him. Flight streak. I love this flight streak. Oh, man, that thing flew great last week.
I couldn't believe. I told him.
Didn't that fly great?
I thought he was just going to go around in the circle.
Nah, baloney. Ted's going to fly it today, so it'll be a lot more
Yeah,
exciting.
but Danny's going to sell rides on it later on.
We were contemplating maybe while Danny and Ted are flying over there, we're going to take and hide the flight streak. But we don't. We need the Teaneck Armory to hide this thing in.
Put it in the trunk. One today, Wendy?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know who else was a famous pilot? Miguelito Valdez. he sang in the prison camp. Hey, you're wearing the right hat, but we didn't make it, man.
I know, man. Unfortunately.
We didn't
We'll
make
have to wait for next
I
year.
watched that game last night, Cleveland. 14 innings. What a game that was.
Yeah.
Talk about some.
Who won? Baltimore?
That reminded me of the old Mets game when they beat Houston,
Yeah,
huh? Oh,
it was
man.
some game. It was exciting. Exciting game.
What was that as a squad?
Well, don't worry. The Jets are going to win today, and you'll feel better, even if you don't win the contest.
The Jets are going to win, and the Giants are going to win.
Definitely. Definitely.
But then at the end of the season,
I've been optimistic for 20 years.
that's right.
We see a copy of the Sea, what do you got, the Sea Fury?
Yeah, SeaFire.
The SeaFire.
Yeah. What, you got a copy of the 3 views? I had no 3 views. I don't have one single 3
Only
views.
got a profile in it.
No, you need 3 views to enter this
Yeah.
event. What happens if you don't have 3 views?
Well, they just chop you
To what?
for not having 3 views.
To 0 or what?
Only 0, but it's only 10-point maximum.
Oh, okay.
You only lose 10 points. You win it in the air.
You can do anything you want with it.
Finally.
After 3 needle valve assemblies, 2 tanks.
The needle valve changing it is a significant thing.
Yeah.
It really does make, especially if you can get in and out of the residence range.
Right.
You know, believe me, that's a big trick to
I
making
had
it
a
work.
problem where I was running, I was getting up to the outside loops, and then into the squares, and
And it takes
the motor
off.
would run away on me.
Yeah, it takes off, yeah.
And
Carlos knows all about those motors too. Carlos is real good with those
I
motors.
never had a problem with that motor. I ran that all last year on the
That's an FP or?
No, that's an FS.
FS, okay.
Yeah, it's a Dixon.
Herdman had a, was it Don Herdman had an FS? Yeah, at one time.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he might know too.
I love the motor. It's just that it wouldn't run in this airplane. Now, after made some changes, plus
nice and solid.
In it. Rock solid.
Yeah, good.
It's right there.
Yeah, that's
now
good.
I can put the smaller tank back in it.
All right, so you get rid of the nose weight. Yeah, get rid of the nose weight. Sure.
Running.
I haven't decided yet. We want to win scale. That's the main thing.
Oh, you're going to fly it in scale,
I had the Holloway throttle body injection. It's the same thing. Right.
vertical eight. Oh my God.
I like to burn it.
Wheels had to wait. No, the wheels
They missed them. They missed them. They had me. I know I never say one. Never say one.
You know, I'm usually more conservative than that.
Holy cow! I mean.
That's why I flew yesterday. It's still not good as service. Yeah, I don't think it's quite as good, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was.
Flying the double side. They hit that last one.
When you land, all the grass springs up under there.
Yeah.
It's all wet and springs down the side of the airplane. It's going like a cannoli. Just enough fuel, huh?
Just enough fuel.
Bill Mazzoni. By the way, you're looking for motor parts, kits, Brodak stuff, Bill Mazzoni is the man to call. Phone number's in Tampa. Real helpful. Can always find some hard to get parts, items, things. He doesn't take your order and then go to sleep for 3 years. Good man. Now this is getting near the end of intermediate, and we're going to have to judge advanced, so we're probably going to have to take kind of a break here. But wow, is it a nice day. Oh man. Autumn in Jersey with the leaves changing. The scale flyers flying, the carrier flyers flying, the mosquitoes flying, the Jets having a chance to beat Miami. Not a big chance, but some chance anyway. The Giants even beat Dallas last week. Jeez. There might be hope for order in the universe yet. Anyway. I'm not sure. I think Craig even had tickets to the game. Anyway, one of the things we're really looking forward to soon is getting Robert Sabatino is signed up for the Cardinal Profile, Rodak Profile Cardinal program. He's trying to hunt down some half-inch fuselage, decent wood. And we're going to try to build 2 wings, I hope, using the method that I talked about on the tape before this. And I think that really is a viable, good way of doing it. And we'll find out. Believe me. We'll find out if Hurtnowski is the genius he pretends to be or just another bozo at the circus. Anyway, we'll find out. I think that's a cool little way to build a profile plane. Make it real easy to build, simple, quick, cheap. All good things. And the good thing about doing a couple of them is, like with Robert anyway, assuming you'll see it on what's going to start being the Monday night part of these tapes, Robert is able to pick up big chunks of information every time he's at the house. And when we see the plane from week to week, we can make little corrections on things that might or might not need to be changed. So that eventually he'll have a nice little air force of planes. And that's the advantage, that they won't be planes where everyone will have a major problem built into it or a control system problem, a finishing problem. He seems to have that end of it pretty well under control. Hey, but I'm looking forward to seeing a couple of these out at the field. He already has a Brodak 40. So it should be real good for him. Also nice to see is the response when I mentioned that little mini stunt for him, how many people would like to see Mike Cavell and John Misk in the Hall of Fame. It was unanimous. Every person in the room. I think that was pretty significant. Anyway, see if it's time to judge. Now speaking of Robert, we always give him a hard time. He also flies carrier, and actually does pretty good at it too. Well, we'll find out in about 30 seconds if he does any good at it. Good to see Mike Costello get a nice flight in carrier. Anybody remembers my little jaunt, the Corsair I made? Oh, look at this. All right, Robert! Sabatino, you bum! Not bad, Robert. Now, anybody that thinks these judges don't act seriously, have you guys bothered to watch any part of this guy's flight at all? Nope. Nah. It's only Peabody, who cares, right? Got judges playing bongos out here. They don't know the serious nature of this event. They better get serious too. Life and death matter here. Oh my God, look at the trees. This is a stock motor? Stock LA?
Yeah, stock LA, two head gaskets.
2 head gaskets. What size Venturi?
265.
Okay, pretty standard package.
5% fuel.
Okay.
And Randy's running 260 with 2 head gas.
These things seem to run pretty good.
And Randy's running 260 with 10% fuel.
Everybody loves the price.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And that's obviously one of Randy's mufflers.
Yes, sir.
All right. Duncan loves his. Now, if you remember back at, well, it was at Coxsackie, I think, at a Mass Cup, Johnny Duncan's little LA 40 ran real nice. I've heard, but I don't know it's true, that there's going to be a 60 version of this LA motor. No idea if that's really true or not, but certainly a nice, inexpensive package. This looks like about the right size plane to have it in. And by the way, it's a nice light motor too. A lot of good choices in the 40 motor size. Certainly quite a few now. Carlos Serra has that FP package working nicely. Robert Sabatino has his Brodac 40 running real nice. Several people have had them running nice. This looks like it's a viable thing. Johnny Duncan had his running nice. Rich Peabody had a couple of them working nice. Anyway, always good to see $50 motors that can be made to work. And the trick with any of these motors is, any of the smaller motors, when you want to, and this is good technology, if you want to know how to make a Fox 35 run, find some of the people who over the years have had real reliable Fox 35s. Tom Hampshire would be one of my first choices if I was looking for a Fox 35 guru. If you want to know who's running Max FPs, this sounds like it's a little too lean. Max FPs, Carlos Serra, Big Art Adamisson, they have extensive use with those. Tiger 60s, Big Jim Greenaway. Tiger 46s, Big Jim. Actually, all motors, Big Jim. Anyway, that's always a good way to deal with whatever you want to try to use for a motor. Anyway, this looks like it's on a little bit of a lean run here. Now see, my feeling is too, the pitch is a little bit too low. Because the motor is going too fast and the plane is going too slow. So it's almost like it's in too low of a gear. So the simple cure for this is to run the motor a little slower and put a prop with just a little more pitch on it. And you can really solve both problems at once. So some of the information you can pick right up off the tape. Yeah, well, what good is a tape if you can't learn anything from it? Well, yeah, it's good entertainment. Yeah. But if you watch a whole tape and you haven't learned one thing, I don't know. Try to put some good information on every tape, if we possibly can. Or some do's and don'ts, or like that Pat Travers tripod thing, that's definitely worth considering if you like the idea. So many people with so many good ideas, so many people willing to share the ideas. And what you really need is the medium. If people live in Ohio and people were willing to share information in Jersey, you need to be able to get the information from Ohio to Jersey and back and forth. And that's where the video comes into play. So I always encourage people, if you have good ideas, share them, send them in, discuss them, let other people try them. Give them a shot. A lot of times somebody else will find the weakness in one of your ideas and they can save you from, having an accident or a problem on your own.
Open it here.
You always got an excuse.
Listen to me.
But you know, he must be helping you.
Did you set his needle valve band jock? I want to know.
I told him
That had the sound of a band jock 2.4.
plane yesterday with an old Max 50 on it that was flying 10 times better than that.
Oh my God. Let's hear it. Who set that needle valve? Band jock, band jock, band jock.
I never touched it.
Yeah. If you're lying, may there be oil all over your plane.
Danny, those glasses have recycled now. I gotta keep.
Why, you trying to buy the joke? You gave him a brand new Philly hat, huh?
I can't do it. Use it for some kind of flower garden thing or something, right? So he come back and the window went. Perfect window, this tiny. Right. I mean, I'm talking half the size.
Yeah, the bad, you don't have to pick it up.
Everything's 10,000. Or like a similar like a Lear or the Astor or something. The Astor windscreen. It's an outer glass windscreen. It's an inner plexiglass windscreen. It's for burst strike protection. Comes in a metal frame all ready to be installed. That's $50,000.
Ted, we were going to push you out of the minivan for $200 million. Split it. Band jock's desperate for money. Push Carlos out of his minivan.
All I gotta do is put an occupant and they could throw the whole show once like a year related to this person of a message. And that's crap, that's awesome. Hey, go tell your engineer. Go through him like, no, I think you got it. Okay, you can wait. They don't want something that can
Randy Holcroft here. Mr. Mufflers. Taking his first official and intermediate. Taking advantage of the absolutely beautiful fall air. Cool air. Get a nice flight on the Miller Bud Light Special here, or whatever this thing is. Reno Air Race Miller Light. An old Drindac, eat your heart out.
What's prejudice?
That's prejudice.
My drug problem is I can't ever get the good stuff. Alright, here's that. So, 4 hours in one day waiting.
Big turnout in intermediate, by the way. Yeah, I think they got, seems like they got 15 people flying. This contest will probably go to dark. We don't have any fly-off at the end of the contest, so it can just go, and then if they get bogged down, they'll only fly the top 10 or the top 5 or whatever. Not sure how they'll run it. I can't wait to get into building season.
Look, kid, you better pay attention to the quarter for Pete I got picked for, Well, I got out of it.
Now, if I remember right, the last week Randy ran out of gas. Hey Dan, is this the one that runs out of gas all the time and he's got to whip it 2 laps? Is this the heart attack special?
This will probably overrun.
Uh-oh. It's taking all the fun out of it. We want to see you run. Randy, 2 laps. Whip it. Whip it.
Oh, I guess you want me to help you now, huh?
No. Try one.
I'm going to just
Attention sports scale flyers. We have done the static judging and are ready for our official flight. Please sit.
I don't mind if you don't say hello. It's quite okay. Hey, cute baby, huh? Hey, how you doing? You never finished this Cardinal kit.
It's going to be done.
It's a promise I can video. This is 1997.
Yeah, you've got it 3 times on video.
You've got the record for building a car. You're supposed to build it in 4 hours.
Oh, really? I'm a little
Kajetski's got 2 of them finished. You're still working on the first one.
But it's all there. It just has to be painted. Well, covered too.
Well, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of guts to wear pants like that in a Navy. Look at this. Brian Silversmith. Check this out. The pant. Lampione is probably eating his heart. Where's Lampione? Look at Silversmith's pants. Look at this.
Oh, I love those pants.
Aren't they
I
great?
think they're great. I said that to rich people.
Wow, that's fantastic.
For a great pants. But you need some more colorful shirts.
He's like the Bob Lampione of Carrier.
I guess. See, I would have red shoes.
Right, right. A big earring that says Bud Light or something. That's amazing.
doesn't have on his red, white, and blue pajamas.
We have to run those pants up the flagpole at the end of the contest.
You're out of uniform.
I'm out of uniform. Right? I said to Lorraine, it's New York and send me home.
Bob Lampione.
Even got it on my hat, see?
I don't know. Brian's pants, I think, get the award today. They're definitely the award winners in the circuses in town, and I Need a Job award. We may as well get, this is Brian's official landing lap. Thing is going slower. You may as well be flying it backwards. I wonder how many real carrier planes actually flew this slow. Wow. There we go. Watch this. Pop, pop, pop. You could stop. Oh no, it isn't. I thought he's coming in. Maybe it's the next lap.
Dick Kurth would love him, right? It's like
Dick Kurth is eating his heart out. Nancy and him eating his heart out.
Grab it out of the air, fill it up. That's what Ronnie Pavlo used to do.
Ronnie's still in Florida, you know. He's still around.
That's what they say, yeah.
He's right outside of Orlando.
Oh, and his engine's still running. That's good.
Yeah. Didn't even break the prop. I guess it's the pants.
Oh. The other side.
Dan, tell them why they put landing gear on planes.
Oh yeah, this is neat stuff. So yeah, I cheat a little bit. I tell the
Dan Jack, first official flight.
$400 for a PCR and $5 for return, but
Right after expert, we're going to fly to big flight stream.
The flag is blowing that way.
Been this way since Dinosaurs ruled the earth, Bob. No different.
Now it's sheet metal, and they go to a point that because the sheet metal is so thin now, second is not even anchored like a post or a cat or a gear. And now they got the big hole in sheet metal and insert the plastic casing on and the pole goes on the bushel. I have seen thousands of cases. Cannot be the case because the bushel got swallowed. How are you going to fix it? I just told them to see what they're going to do.
Danny flies on his fingertips, see that?
I never noticed.
I guess it doesn't pull very much. It's just on the front part of his fingertips. Now he's got it.
So they think that years ago you need a book with 10 different MTS cells on a television set. You get two boards. Nowadays it's a little tiny IC. It costs $80. Whereas on the board I could go there, troubleshoot and replace a 50 cent IC. Nowadays there is nothing. I gotta troubleshoot and replace a cheap. You know, a good IC. Yeah, but the bottom line is when you're gonna do, what you're gonna do, when you buy a TV breaks, and then you say, well, I'll go out and buy another one. Yeah, mine cost $1,000 5 years ago. Now I can buy the same TV for $400. It's a good deal. So it's not a good deal because that TV they put on the wall outside the United States. If you aggravate on the economical situation in relation to the war of FBO, not only that, where does your television go? With a big plastic full of phosphorus in the side, and on the book, containing tantalum, cadmium. It's a tremendous problem. So you put that on a planet, no one wants to talk about it, and no one every year we pay $1,000 for a huge container to dispose stuff that's not picked up. Industrious repair or lighting damage. People repair, it's going to cost $80. They rather go out and buy this other money. They don't know.
Very exciting, eh? Danny, it's only a local contest.
There's a high spot there always.
Woohoo! I'm impressed.
If you have to go out and beat all the minerals and come up with all the metals and everything, you think you can make a display. Just the coat. So this flashes the roll. When you buy a secure roll, you can like that one. That's not the normal price. You know it's because when you need the lens for that camera, the lens costs more. Now you think, wait a minute, repair part. Okay? We are going to the only people that really the consumer is not taking money. They say, oh, now raise prices and we are not getting any benefit. Okay? The only people that get benefit are the big companies that make nothing of the or make the vast of the season with them. Yeah, you know. And obviously every year goes by and now our trade deficit increases astronomically. We are getting other people make some money.
All right, all right. You made it, huh? John Saunders, first official. Years gone by, we've always had a portable radio here so we could hear the score of the Jet game, but nobody brought a radio. Whenever they say, how many experts are there?
Just me and you left.
Okay, you can take your pick. I'll fly before or after. You pick it.
You can fly next.
All right, what a guy, what a guy. Give me that big advantage, huh? I'll clear the air for you, Bobby. I'll tell you, it certainly looks like John is a much improved flyer. Next year, hey, he has a foam cardinal wing. Does that tell you anything? Hey, nice hourglass. Anyway.
Only flying ribbon. First official.
All laser cut, they're sitting in the cellar waiting for you to go to work.
Yeah, quiet down there.
I think they should get some more oil on that fuel. Holy mackerel. Ah, poor Lampione couldn't get his motor running. Dan Jock and I went over, started it, and then we ruined his needle valve setting, so he ran overtime. So John Saunders and Dan Van Jock are tied at 5 something, I don't know. And this is the fly-off flight. And if they tie again, I win.
I don't think so.
Anyway, I heard that Kyle or Darryl caught my flight. What a terrible flight. Unbelievable. Real lot of trouble getting used to the handle setting. Kyle flies with a, I don't know, different than I do anyway. I had to run over and break his wrist. Probably he's right and I'm wrong though, so anyway. Hey, it's kind of hard to put it in words. Anyway, let's see this shootout. It's just what you need on your wing over pullout. Right, Bobby? On your wing over pullout, one of the guys flies up. Who's flying over there? I can't even see. One of the guys fires up one of those 10,000 RPM carrier jobs with 3 carburetors. Kinda hard to put it in words. So you really want to build one of these Brodak Cardinals, huh, Robert? I'll tell you. One night wing. Ask Kajeski, you think I'm kidding. One night. No hassle. Profile. You got to get good half-inch wood. I looked through the whole pile. There ain't a good piece of half-inch in that whole. Unless you want to take a top block and try sawing it in half with the bandsaw. I don't. That's bullshit though. Just John Misk probably has a good piece. See if he has a good piece.
We need 3/32 for doubling.
3/32 plywood doublers, and you need a piece of half-inch. You really need 2 pieces because you got to make the turtle deck out of another piece. And you need the plywood to be 24 inches long, not 12. You can't put a joint in it. You know what you could do if you want? If you stop by the house, I'll give you the outline of the tail. You can make the tail by yourself, can't you? I got the, you know, the same way you made the Nobler? Make a sheet tail, I'll give you an 1/8 one and go home and make the tail. So you have that in the bank. You get this thing flown before the winter comes.
Nobody's got any foam cords for that, huh?
Nope.
I still like to build a straight wing.
Robert, you're gonna, in one night, it's done. You know what I mean? Just like the body, you're intimidated by it, but in one night, believe me, you'll be able to do it. I'm positive of it. And then you can teach Peabody. You can get his SV11 over there, and we'll get it framed out for him. Nothing to be intimidated by, that's for sure.
That's a jig. Too rod, too rod short.
You don't need it. Well, I'm going to give you the jig. I made a jig for the Brodak Nobla. It works perfect and it costs no money to make. The best of all worlds. Even you will like the price. And then if you go to make a Brodak Nobla, you know, with the wing, a rib wing, you'll be able to do it in one day. Be no problem at all. That little jig works so good. We did almost everything but the tips in one day, if I remember right. Worse, 2 days. Something goes wrong. All right, this is Danny's second official, and we are waiting for John Saunders, the tiebreaker. This is when it gets exciting. You want to fly my plane?
Over was nice, but when I pulled out level, I heard that she picked right up. I said, oh no.
Yeah, I saw Saunders putting some stuff up by your Venturi before. All right, John, I want to collect money on this flight. Don't let Banjock near that needle valve.
John, look, 5 Mustangs.
Get your hands above your head, Banjock. Okay, this is the tiebreaker for first place here. John Saunders. John Saunders. Dan Banjock just made it under the time limit with I guess a little bit of a lean run. Let's see what it looks like. Lead him and leap.
How long? Just it.
Oh, all right. That's good.
This looks like it's going to be close, Robert. Hey, nobody brought a radio to listen to the Jet game, huh? Jeez. This is the first year nobody's had a radio. There's not many days at the club field it gets nicer than this. This is really nice air.
Take a couple
Yeah. Well, I've been working last 3 weeks on that Noble thing. I didn't even get a chance to get near the plane or the field or anything, but that Noble's really looking good, huh, Bob? I think it's going to be really a lot of fun to have that in the arsenal.
I have to get a little more nervous because some movers in there. I want to put a crack in it.
Well, you always have the choice of saving it too, you know? It's not going anywhere. Fly your profiles. Save it for when you're, you know, you have wild abandon.
Sometimes I'd like you to fly it.
Anytime.
See what it does. So
Sure.
You can say, you know what, it's a winner, or just put it away because it's not.
Yeah, we could trim it in one day. You just tell me when you want to do it. Boy, it would be nice to have a day like today to do it. Not one of those Gutsky Plazumki days. Nice flight. Yeah, this is going to be close. May the best man win. This is a highly paid, well-trained pit crew. Look at this. Anybody got a bucket of ice water?
No, but I tell you what, I told Bob I took your advice. I had it nose weight. And I closed my line space, and he says, "You want to listen to a guy like that? He
That's
just
right.
adjusted my needle."
He's got a point. We're up next.
Well, my name's Doug Benedetti.
I'm ready.
Second official fly on the Red Baron. The Barons become the Airbus.
Chocolate wine. There you go.
Ted, how much you weigh?
Ted, if you need a backup quarterback, I know this big Pollock. He'll come right in and rescue you.
Hope you're over 170.
We need those trees cut down anyway, Ted. If you're going to back up, go toward the trees. Who's going to set the needle valve, Dan? Ah! Boy, are you in trouble, Ted. Goodbye. The giant flight. It's bigger than the runway here. Look at this.
The battery's hooked up?
You ought to just put a wall outlet out here in the tip.
I haven't hooked them up yet, Ted. You go out and hook them up.
Come on, just put a 220 outlet out here, no problem.
I guess. I'll be there in a second. Don't fill the tank. I gotta change this one flip for one of these days. I hate this type of flip.
Super Street.
Yeah. So how many Philly Flyers does it take to get it in?
Steve, just put a 220 outlet out there for me. Put some DX cable in the wing. All this technology. Danny. Paul Walker doesn't even do this with his B-17.
Look at this, cable ties and everything.
Whoa, zip ties. Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, we gotta take the stress off these wires here.
I got a nice Suzuki 1100 muffler you could put on this thing. Quiet it right down. Zip ties. He cuts the lead outs by mistake.
Can I get on? Oh, if you'd like.
Look at the tail wheel. He's got a white wall tire for a tail wheel on this thing. Unbelievable. The Dan man.
Should I put the fuel in, Dan, or you want to do it? Oh, you can do it.
You got that 40% nitro Larry gave you?
Gets into his work.
Pit crew of 25, wiring, zip tying. Get all the passengers seat buckled in here.
Does he want a full tank?
Ted, you want a full tank?
3/4?
3/4? I'm gonna touch my advance one.
Yeah, and we want to richen it up for the last flight anyway.
Dan, I'm surprised you didn't put wing tanks in there.
Dan, 4 Tiger 60s on a leading edge would have been just perfect.
Anybody got any quick bit of tape handy?
My pit crew sleeps during all important things.
I might have electrical. Wire installation is so weak.
It's funny, you got a guy like the Julia that's an electrician and you got some Mickey Mouse. It's not saying much for the Julia electric contractors. Look, he's laughing out there. Guy owns a multi-million-dollar electric business. His airplane fails because he doesn't have a toggle switch or something here.
Dan. Hook the other show.
Oh, thank you.
What a crew, what a crew.
I started this time?
A crew of experts.
You haven't started yet, have you?
It's been a while.
A crew of millennium experts. Oh my God. Don't forget, if you get tired, Ted,
Work the throttle.
nah, just call for Polish reinforcements. We have plenty of big Polacks at the field here.
What's up?
Nothing's happening.
Oh, Danny's not a needle valve adjustment for Danny. Oh man, you got to get these guys straightened out.
Now we got her.
I'm telling you, according to Ohm's law, it shouldn't work.
Little down, up, little up.
I'd love to hook an arc welder to those lines in the middle of the flight.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got all.
Where do you see the?
safety foam?
Look at that stuff vibrating. Look at that. Look at that covering vibrating. Let's get the hell out of here. All right, we need a ditch over there anyway. Kyle, get your ass back here, man. This guy's not a good pilot. He's gonna kill somebody. Look at him! What a wimp! One hand! What a wimp! Oh man! What a guy!
I flew it last week. I know what he's going through. He's gonna bail out.
Hey Dan, if you put one of those high-powered 60s in there, you could fly it in a contest.
Huh?
Sucking down the fuel real good.
I can't hear it.
You hit the prop, okay.
Things are probably fine. That's normal.
Yeah, it's got a Harley motor. It's normal.
Got it full throttle. My arm hurts so much.
Look at those biceps. Oh my God. Kyle could fly that in a minute. There's a big wimp factor going on here.
Move out. Out that way. Out that way. Go further.
Go inverted! Give me a lander! Land it inverted! Sounds like a bulldozer flying.
Back up a little and you're almost out of fuel. Back up a little more. Grab the wind you did it.
You ought to have a fuel gauge. You ought to get a fuel gauge so you can see it from inside the circle. You know, like on an air coupe. Incredible adventures.
Dad, is that all the way down? You're almost out of fuel.
Danny, can you loop it going that slow?
What's that?
Can you like do a loop to shut it off?
Do a loop
When
to
it's
shut
going
it
that
off?
slow. When it's going that slow.
No,
They won't do that, huh?
We don't want to pull her through anything now. That mid-range.
You ought to cover the next one with linoleum instead of Monaco. Avoid all that resonance.
Well, they had the floaty problem. But it's very low fuel, so he'll be down in a minute. What do you think, Phil? That's amazing. I think it's those new glasses that he got. He signs everything in silver. We'll be all right. That's what they said yesterday, last time I flew and I rolled right over. What about Bruce? Is he out flying? Oh, yeah. He was flying with us yesterday.
Dude, you can follow the wires in. Oh, I'm so tired, I'm so tired.
At any time. You want to be able to throttle down any time. Highly recommend it. Do a couple loops, you know, and come out of the loop.
Suarez, go out there and fly it for him. Kyle, go out there and pull his pants down. You can't do anything about it. No, you better believe it.
Put like 3/4 of a tank. We didn't fill the thing. I wasn't up this long, was I?
Danny, when you idle, you use no fuel at all, in case you don't. You know, like a car idling will run 400 hours on a gallon of gas.
All right. Yeah.
That's why he's not using up the fuel.
I didn't spend a lot of time at idle.
No, you spent almost none. You're a man. This guy, you should make him play women's volleyball with this thing.
This is his first flight after rebuild.
After the rebuild. Suarez would have disconnected the throttle long ago. See, now it'll use some fuel anyway.
You can leave that on the valve, can't you?
This has an interesting problem.
It's like
It will fly at about 3 miles an hour.
Daniel, time's up.
You know,
All right, get off the circle, Ted.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I want to be like full throttle and back down again. Land it, Ted.
Time to go, Ted.
We'll see you, Ted. We gotta go.
See you later.
Back up a little bit.
Do you understand now the
that
point?
way. Back up.
Do you understand now the point of having the
Yeah, well, normally they don't fly this long.
Yeah, but
it got like that.
from a nice cool day, you get lots of.
Well, when we get the idle down there and better adjusted, maybe we'll be able to land it.
Let's all move out and leave them alone.
That throttle is the whole culprit. You got to disconnect that throttle. Just before you launch it, pull a wire out of the wing.
People had better swing on these propellers and stuff here.
Jeez. Carlos, run out there and grab it by the landing gear. This is like the mobile economy run, huh? We drained all the oil out of these car engines and they run forever without oil.
I'm still like, I don't, it's gotta be on that's running on fumes.
Yeah,
Nothing in there.
That's all cool. You didn't have last week.
Okay. Rick, you should have charged him a double entry fee. One for size and one for time. Hooray! Don't tell me it's quitting.
Now there we ought to be able to touch down. Just leave her all the way low, Ted. She'll keep loading up and get slower and slower.
Do a loop now, Dad, real quick.
Do a loop! Hey!
Beautiful.
Hey! Like a Stello Staggerwing here, sneaking up behind me. Made of a 38 special. Flying in fun scale.
Is it 38 special?
Yeah, it's a reverse 38 special.
Ah, did a nice job. Fire!
Oh, we got a couple laps of it flying. I was over there judging. How'd it do? Pretty good?
Which one? This guy here?
Yeah.
That's in third, I think.
Third?
It was a twin engine plane in the
Did they fly the twin yet?
Yeah, Vinny O's that the Junkers.
Yeah.
88 or something or other. It flew great.
That thing looks good in the air though, no doubt about that.
Yeah, it looks great with the wheel spats, you know.
Oh.
But you know, all this stuff.
My only friend.
The last plane he built was a dog, so now he built a dog.
I got a sander.
Speaking of dogs, how you doing, Larry?
Hello, buddy.
Hey,
You
guys.
see my new airplane?
It's
a practical design.
I like it.
They
Well,
finally realized. what
take
a
it
real
out of the
airplane
car.
was.
Let's see this high tech. This looks too high
Yeah,
tech.
this we can't show you.
This looks hey, high
not
tech.
for filming. You can't.
High baloney. I film everything.
I know.
high
That's why.
tech.
Since you got that dog on camera, I turned my shades
That's
down.
right. What else you got in the car there? Some other secret project. Let's see. Is a Wild Bill plane?
Practical airplane.
Oh yeah, with the big offset. Does it fly good?
Oh, perfect. Perfect flying airplane.
Did you try it yet?
You never flew anything like this. Yeah.
It looks cool as hell. Who cares if
It's
it
all
flies?
calculated in areas.
Yeah.
Center of gravity. Center
I
of
do
lift,
that
center
too.
of-
The center of bullshit is what I'm
Center of
always
whatever
looking
it
for. Yeah. The shopping center.
Ain't that neat?
It is cool as can be.
See.
Wild Bill.
Yeah, we walk out on the field. I remember I stuck it in the ground. I said, okay, Bill, get the lines out. Bill built it. I didn't build this. I'm not smart enough to calculate the areas and all that.
Oh no. You got to have a college degree.
More than that, he's a mathematician. He knows this stuff for real.
I mean, he's not just bullshitting like we are. He really knows it.
He knows it. Yeah, he knows it.
They're like two guys in a bar trying to act tough, and here comes the guy that really is tough. Uh-oh, we're in trouble now.
Not too much engine offset.
But it worked. That's
worked like you
great.
said.
You gonna fly it?
I could.
I'll save some tape if if you're gonna fly it. I'm not
Yeah, but
gonna.
I'm getting tired as the day goes on. I may go home and sleep, you know. Us old guys get
Well,
tired.
you get a big turnout. You know, they bitch there's a small turnout, then they bitch it's a big turnout. I guess
did
you can't
notice
win.
that? Yeah.
What?
Yep.
It's cute.
Now he's got another one. It's white. But yellow is...
Did he make a big, like a 60 version of this?
Oh, you want to copy this design, you think?
Absolutely.
Is it copyable?
I'm going to go home and scale up
Copy it.
into 35 millimeter video.
Copy it. No, come
It's
on. I want
great.
somebody to copy my airplane. Gee. That was
That
nice
is
of him.
cute.
What a guy. Isn't that neat? He just
Okay,
gave me
he's
that.
my
He
kind.
gave it to me.
Even the wheel is offset. Is that acting like a rudder there, or have I missed?
What, this thing?
Yeah, it's like an offset wheel.
Is it offset?
I don't know. It's offset skids.
The skid.
There's some
with
high-tech
dress
stuff going
snaps
on there.
it, see? And it takes off, too. Look, it wants to go right
Look,
now.
it's going to roll right on the ground.
Here, you lay it in the ground, let go, and it's up in the air.
Amazing technology. Showing this to everybody. We went to a restaurant. First of all, it's bad enough he doesn't leave a tip. But the son of a bitch, he takes the napkins to wipe his plate. John DeTavio would be proud of you. Believe me, you're in, Larry.
Ain't that neat?
If the mafia finds you in a ditch, you know, with a napkin wrapped around your
It's not
throat.
for publication here.
Bologna, everything is for publication.
Bologna or pepperoni? What'd you
Pepperoni.
say? It's an Italian restaurant.
Pepperoni.
Purple, too.
Rich screwed up again. He never ordered the pizzas to have them delivered. $200 could have been in the club treasury. I would have bought all 10 of them. I'm so hungry.
That's right.
That's Rich, you know. Hey, a vote for Rich is a vote for poverty. What can I tell you?
No
That does
pizza,
look cool, though.
Things are going to the dogs.
It's definitely cool.
It's different.
Lightning Bolt Larry.
Maybe we can sew it on you.
Spinner again. Come here. You want to see a knife? Hey, wait, Larry, you're on back burner here. Bill's got a height. Look at the polish. Now, anybody wants a spinner polished for free, just see this Bill Bart's hobby. He'll polish it for free. You give him a tube of Gorhams and a sock. Where's the sock? Look at it.
It's still clean.
High tech. That's not the way I polish things. That'll look nice on Kenny's Noble, won't it?
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot.
I'd be offering him some cash right up front here, Ken.
$5.
I was thinking of beating the shit out of him and just taking it.
There's two of us here.
Let's do it the New Yorker. What is this now? Lightning strikes twice.
Yeah, this
No,
is
I'm
Larry's
showing you.
old
Remember the
advertising.
days of the truck operation?
Yes, Larry Scarinzy's truck. Let's get this on tape. LS Dream Car walk-through trunk. Larry Scarinzy.
The good old days.
I'm telling you, you'll probably get buried in water as soon as I get this on video.
I've been cleaning up my cellar. I'm finding all this memorabilia.
Whoa.
See, terrifying combat weapon.
Note, diamond intake. Ooh, ooh, ooh. LS Tunes 36 has absolutely no motor run. That's its claim to fame. Zingo Zonk. Oh, Zingo Zonk. You really used to be famous, weren't you?
Oh, yeah.
You got more copies of it?
I thought you
I
were.
gave this to him.
I thought the things like you were famous for, like, were just existed in somebody's mind.
It's pushing it.
You really are. I mean, like if we go and ask people in California, they really know who you
They
are.
have so many airplanes out there, they wouldn't know what to do with it.
No kidding. That really happened. That's Killer Twaits.
Bobby, look at this advertisement for Larry's business. Check this. This is not John Pothia quality. This is.
I don't have my glasses.
See, this is windy quality here.
Sob story of the day. Caught fire.